Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on, man? I really appreciate y'all tuning in to another flight today on the channel. We are excited, man, to get it in, get it on and popping today. Let me get my headphones together here. While I'm getting that together, man, I'm gonna let you guys know what we're doing today. We're doing multiple hops out here, and we're gonna have some fun with this today. So we're gonna go from, oh man, my hat is all jacked up. So we're going to go from Atlanta over to Memphis, and then we're going to go from Memphis to Houston, and then we're going to go Houston back to Atlanta today. So it's going to be a few flights, man, that we're doing. We're here in the Fenix A320. We're going to have a lot of fun with this today and just chill out, man. It's a beautiful Saturday. I'm going to sit here and fly for a bit and have some fun. And we'll just hang out. You know what I mean? It's a really nice day. I've been going nonstop with work and various things. So right now I just kind of want to chill and relax. So let's do it, man. Let's do it. Thank y'all for tuning in. We don't have any air traffic control on in Atlanta right now. So we're just going to be rocking and rolling by ourselves today. So let's make sure that, you guys can hear me. You guys can hear the plane. And make sure that everything is good there. I may have to pull up a couple overlays real quick just to get everything taken care of and together. Just bear with me on that. And we're going to get everything going. This is actually going to be one of my first flights with FS Realistic Pro. I have tried FS Realistic in the past as a trial, but this is going to be the first time that I'm doing it on the Pro. So we're pairing our Bluetooth up. So let's go ahead and do that. I think my joints are still connected to my cell phone. So let's turn that off. And like I said, I may have to bring up a couple things. Just bear with me, y'all, while we get everything connected. There we go. We are connected. I got sound. We got mics. We got sound, we got mics, application, audio's looking good. All right, y'all, let's rock and roll. All right, so we're gonna get the plane turned on here, and then we're gonna ride out, y'all. Have some fun. So bat one, bat two, external power. We're going completely cold and dark today. So that should be pretty cool. A lot of fun with that too. And yeah, man, let's get it in. All right, so bat one, bat two are on. We'll go emergency on, no smoking sign, and seatbelt signs can come on too. Crew supply oxygen's on, ground control is on, and we'll do nav 1, nav 2, and nav 3 on our ADAIRs, and we're looking good. We'll go ahead and start the APU as well. Get that going. We'll go strobes to auto, navs, and we'll handle some lights up here, and we'll handle some panel lights, make sure everything is looking good. Panel lights up, good, everything's good. All right, so let's go ahead and import everything from SimBrief and get popping. We're delayed a bit because I started I imported this a little bit earlier, so we're good. Today the altimeter is going to be 3016. So we'll get that entered in. 363 3016. So 3016. All right, we're looking good. So let's get that into the box real quick, or at least into our joint up here. So 3016. There we go. And let's go ahead and start with boarding, y'all. So ground services, mass and balance. We got 121 planned today, so kind of a light flight for this. So we'll load the aircraft. We'll do a fast time. Ground services, bulk, doors looking good, and we will connect the jetway. We'll hit the APU bleed. You can hear that kind of going, which sounds great. The APU bleed up. We'll go ahead and start the fuel pumps as well. And then let's go ahead and start entering in our flight plan for the day. So we got init. We'll do a init request. Flight's looking great. All right, we're looking good there. Our cost index today is going to be 5. We're cruising at 360 today. So we'll be at 360. Our flight number is Delta 922. As always, we are on VATSIM. There's no air traffic control on right now, so it's all good. Let's grab our winds. Here we go. Next phase, do a wind request. While that's loading up, we'll do predictive wind shear on. We have a PDC today that I'll pull over so everybody can take a look at that. This is what we've been cleared for today. So we're going from ATL to Memphis. We're departing on the NASA 2, departing runway 8 right. Altitude is going to be 360. Our squawk is going to be 1712 today. So we'll get that entered in. And transition, NASA 2 departure, Cook or Shook transition will maintain 10,000. We'll expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. And departure frequency is on 133.47. I don't see them on. They might have been on at a point. We'll at least set it for now, but actually we'll set CTAF here in a second. So that's what we're doing. We'll bring that back over here. All right, we'll upload our winds. Again, we're departing runway 8 right today on the NASA 2 shook transition, and we're coming into Memphis. We're going to be coming in runway 18 left, ILS runway 18 left, and we're going to do the Vans 3 arrival into Memphis. So we'll be Vans 3, and our transition is Wazer. All right, so we're looking good. All right, we got all that entered in. Let's do we'll do that in a minute. All right, weights and everything like that we'll do in a minute. Let's handle some brightness here. We'll get our lights up, and we'll hit the PA so we can hear our announcements. Excellent. Excellent. So they'll let us know when we're getting ready to be at our once we get boarded. Okay, so I don't have Navigraph up here. Should I do it? I'll do it. See if it'll open up. All right, no problem. I'll link it real quick. That way we just have it for the flight. I have 2 pads over here that I use for Navigraph, so I really don't need to do that. Okay, I think boarding's completed. Yeah, aircraft is loaded. Boarding's completed. Nah, I'm not going to pull them up over here. I got these 2 pads on my side, and we're ready to go. It's good. So boarding's completed. We will come over and grab our load sheet. So we'll do ATSU, AOC, and receive messages.
Atlanta traffic, good afternoon, at 42565 for runway
Flight plan will come over here.
08 right, lining up
Services,
and
mass
wait.
and balance. We'll send this to the MCDU, and we're looking good. Let's go with our takeoff. We'll sync the final load sheet. We're gonna do a flaps 1 departure, toga yes, anti-ice off, packs are on. We'll sync live weather, sync the final load sheet, calculate that up, and we'll send to the MCDU. V1 is 140 today. And do we have anything down? We got 0.1 down, so we'll remember that. All right, man, so we are just about ready to handle our pushback. I do want to take a look at this departure just on my side over here. So just give me 1 sec while I review this departure out of Atlanta. Standard instrument departure. We're doing the NASA Elemental P. We're doing the NASA 2. All right. So let's take a look what we're doing. So we're coming out RNAV to Herschel, up to Clegg, our top altitude for this departure is 10,000. So we'll go up to 10,000 here. Boom, boom, boom. One more. Good. And CTAF is okay.
Atlanta traffic, airport 2565, clear departure by runway 08 takeoff.
Departure. Let's see. Is it 118.1 today? Let's see. It might be 118.1.
Traffic.
118.1. All right, let's get that entered in. New York, Jacksonville, and DC. All right, 118.1, 118.1. All right, so we are ready for pushback, y'all. Let's get a quick outside view of what we're doing here. We're right near the runway, so we're just gonna push back and go right to the runway over here. And so we're going to taxi, be a real short taxi. I am not looking at the right airport over here. Load import flight. We'll import from SimBrief. Load that up.
Atlanta traffic, airport 2565, passing 4,300. Have a great day, Atlanta traffic.
Alright, so we'll be Foxtrot to hotel on our departure, or our taxi. So, Foxtrot to hotel. Cool. Alright, y'all, let's do it. We are ready for pushback. Atlanta traffic, Delta 922, push and start, stand Alpha 1. Atlanta. Alright, so let's get ready to push back, y'all. Alright, so what we got here, we'll get the external power off. We have the APU running. We'll go ahead with the beacon. We'll go strobes, wings, and nav 2. Ground control, no whites up top, so we're looking good. And let's remove the chalks and cones over here. Ground services, chalks and cones removed. And we will, didn't mean to do that. Disarm the parking brake. We'll call the tug over. Right, we got the tug attached, and we can start with our pushback. All right, we are pushing back. Let's see if we can get an external view. Looking out. We are looking good. All right, let's go with engine number 1, start. I don't know why I keep doing that. Engine number 1. All right, we'll stop pushback right there. Set the parking brake. And we'll go engine start, y'all. All right, engine number 1's up. And engine number 2. All right, we got engine number 2 up. So we'll kill the APU. All right, let's get ready to taxi, y'all. Let's do a quick flight control check. Make sure everything's good to go. So we got full left, full right, full down, full up. We have brake, full right, full left on the rudder. We're looking good, y'all. All right, so let's get ready to taxi. All right, so 119.1 for the taxi. Oh, I had switched it over. 119.1. Atlanta traffic Delta 922, taxiing to runway 8 right from ramp 1 north. We'll be taxiing via Foxtrot to Hotel Atlanta. All right, so let's do it, man. We can release the parking brake. We'll set the auto brakes to max. We'll arm the speed brake. We can go 1 on the flaps. Looking good there. Let the flaps come out. Do a quick cabin check. Once we hear back, we'll be ready to go. right, cabin crew is ready. Do a takeoff configuration check. Everything looks great. We're rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 726, pushing onto ramp 2, and we'll be taxiing runway 08 right via hotel.
Right. In Atlanta traffic, Delta 922 is hotel holding short of runway 8 right. Atlanta. All right, so we'll hold right, hold short here at 8 right. Get our lights turned on. Departure frequency is going to be on 122.8. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna keep it here. In Atlanta traffic, Delta 922 lining up runway 8 right. Atlanta. All right, so let's get lined up. All right, Atlanta traffic, Delta 922 taking off runway 8 right on the NASA 2 departure RNAV to Herschel, Delta 922, Atlanta. All right, y'all, let's go. We are headed out. We are about to take off RNAV to Herschel. Now, again, I'm using FS Realistic for the first time, so let's see how this goes. All right, we got engines up to 30, 40, everything's stable, and we are gone. .100 knots. And there's V1, and we'll rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Pull those throttles back, climb, drop that nose down. We're looking good. All right, we'll make this left turn, headed to Herschel. And go flaps up. Great departure today. And we'll go autopilot on. Right. I like that we're getting some engine vibrations there. Feels real, looks real. I like it. All right, really nice departure today. All right, we got a really nice departure today out of Atlanta, and in flight will only be about an hour or so. Let's look outside our aircraft. You can see downtown and midtown Atlanta down there. Everything looks good. Make our left turn, heading over to Memphis, y'all. All right, we're gonna keep climbing up to flight level 360 today. Let's look back outside for a sec. Coming right over downtown, midtown Atlanta, Atlantic Station down there. 75-85 split. See the airport over there, looking great. We're on our way, y'all. All right, we can turn our lights off. All right, man. We're just crossing 18,000 feet. We're looking good. Everything is going great. Great departure out of Atlanta. Let's see what we can see, if we can still see any downtown or anything back there. Yep, still see it. See the airport back there. Looking good. And so right now, man, we're just cruising and relaxing. Do want to start looking at charts for Memphis and kind of getting set up with what we need to do. So I'm going to do that as we're kind of rolling along here and just chilling and sit back and enjoy the flight, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's take a look at our arrival. We're just going to start planning for that. Again, we're coming in on the Vans 3. Let's take a look at that arrival over here. We're landing runway 18 left. All right. All right, 18 left. Vans 3. 3,000 at Hexen. Okay. Glide slope is 501. And Memphis gates are okay. We'll have to look. Concourse B in Memphis. All right, so we're going to come into gate 12 in Memphis. Let's grab Memphis ATIS 3007. Temperature is 33. Ooh, it's hot. 33. And we're good. Alright, so I know it's pretty early in the flight to set up for the arrival, but we just want to do it. Excuse me. Decision height is 501. Looking good. Let's see if we have any VIAs with our arrival today. And Reezy, let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're set up perfectly. Cool, y'all. We are set up perfectly, man. Ready to go. Okay. All right, y'all. We are looking great, man. We're out of Atlanta. Been in the air here for about 17 minutes. We're just about to be at top of climb at 360, so everything's looking good. Hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. I greatly appreciate it. This is my first time using FS Realistic too, man. So I'm curious to see how things are going to be once we kind of get on the ground. I do like the immersion that it's offering right now, just in terms of, you know, there's some movement in the cockpit. Like everything's just not stand still, which I like. Everything's looking good, y'all. Right now, we're just headed to Memphis. And we got a little ways to go. So again, we're going to do a bunch of flights today, man. We're doing Atlanta to Memphis, and then Memphis to Houston, and then from Houston back to Atlanta. So we got a full circuit today, so it should be a lot of fun. We don't have any air traffic control on here. We will probably have Houston on. Looks like Houston's going to be coming online, or just came online not too long ago, so it's looking good. A lot of planes out of Atlanta, though. Got a little bit of turbulence there. All right, y'all. So we're gonna be at our top of descent here pretty soon, probably in about 40-ish nautical miles. So we'll start descending here in just a little bit. Get everybody back into their seats a little later. Not something we need to worry about right now. All right, y'all. We're about 30 nautical miles. Oh no, a little under 40 nautical miles from our descent, and we'll be descending into Memphis here in just a few minutes. So that should be pretty cool. Starting to get a little turbulence and moving out there, but that's cool. All right, y'all, we are at the time and point of our top of descent, so we're going to go ahead and execute this. Now, we should be coming down to about 3,000 feet. On our descent, so we're going to push for descent. We'll hear those engines dial back, and we'll start descending. All right, y'all. Let's pull up constraints. All right, y'all. We're making our descent into Memphis. Really nice today. Man, we just on chill mode. I know I'm not doing a whole lot of talking and narrating and things like that. It's Saturday, man. We just enjoying, enjoying the time out here, just relaxing. Um, so, man, if anyone's got any questions, anything like that, just hit me up along the way. But for right now, man, I'm chilling. I don't feel like doing a whole lot of talking. So we're gonna be on the ground here real soon, though. We are probably, I would say we're gonna be on the ground in about 20 minutes or so, 20, 25 minutes at the most. Maybe even a little sooner than that, depending on how fast we get in here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the seatbelt sign back on, make our call, and we're coming to our transition altitude. Our altimeter today is 3007. So we'll push in 3007 today. We have some constraints coming up. 8,000 is our first constraint, but we're going to eventually get down to 3,000. We should be at 3,000 at Hexen, and then from Hexen we'll make our way into Memphis. Again, this is my first time using FS Realistic 2, so I'm curious to see, how things are going to be. We're definitely getting some movement in the cabin, which I really like. That just adds a little bit more of an immersiveness to it. We'll see how like touchdown is and things like that. But I'm liking things so far. I like the way that things are kind of looking. All right, let's get our lights on. All right, we're coming into Memphis. We have the field in front of us here, as you can see. All right, man, we're making our turn. See the airport over to our left. If you're from Memphis, I'm sure all this looks familiar. This is one of my first times flying into Memphis, so let's get it in.
Traffic good. That's 10342 Heavy, sending via the Aussie 1 arrival, inbound ILX 811.
All right, y'all, so we're almost down to 3,000. We're going to keep it at 3,000 for now. $2,000. All right, y'all. We are almost to our destination. We doing conf 3, so we'll set the 3 up here. We'll go flaps 1. And Memphis traffic, Delta 922 on a 17 auto mile final for runway 18 left, Memphis.
2,500.
All right, y'all. So we are coming down, man. We're looking good. We're going to keep it at 3,000 for now. We're going to pull for... We'll keep it at 3,000. We'll keep it at 3,000. Right, we're coming around. And Memphis traffic, Delta 922 on a 15 nautical mile final for runway 18 left, Memphis. All right, let's go flaps 2. Hit our approach mode. We're going to stay at 3,000. And we got lock star right now. Stay at flaps 2 for now. Auto brake, we're gonna go low on the auto brake. Speed brake is armed. Lights are on. We're looking good. And Memphis traffic, Delta 922, fully established on a 9 mile final for runway 18 left, Memphis. Okay. Go ahead and drop the gear. And we'll go flaps 3. All right, y'all, we're getting ready to land in Memphis.
1,000.
Memphis traffic, Delta 922 on a short final for runway 18 left, Delta 922, Memphis.
$500. 400. 300. 200. 100 above. 100. 50. Minimum 20. Retard.
All right.
Yeah, we definitely touched down.
Nice touchdown. I don't know what that was. We'll definitely be turning that off when if it's realistic. Great landing. Great landing. Very cool. Definitely will be turning off that "yeah, we just touched down" joint. That's wild. In Memphis traffic, Delta 922 is clear of runway 18 left at Sierra 2. Taxiing to stand 12 via Sierra Papa Juliet, Memphis. All right, y'all. Great flight. Good job getting her down. Do have to handle some of that FS realistic stuff. That touchdown was like super hard from what it was showing. All right, so we can kill the landing lights. And we'll taxi back. Yeah, so So that touchdown movement has to come down. That touchdown main movement definitely has to come down. All right, y'all, we are headed to the gates here in Memphis. We'll be heading out of Memphis to Houston in a little bit. We'll take a little bit of a break before we head over to Houston. And Memphis traffic, Delta 922, crossing runway 18 center at Papa, Memphis. Looks like we got planes at all the gates back here, huh? We'll stop right here. We'll set the parking brake, and we'll release the engines, or I'm sorry, turn the engines off. And we'll start deboarding. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to this first flight. We are going to be taking off on our next flight in just a little bit, man. We're going to chill out for a minute and relax. I'm going to take about a 15-minute break and just chill. We'll come back in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get everything cleaned up here. Seatbelt signs can come off. Lights can come off for now. Do external power, the APU can come off. Ground power unit's fine. Cool. All right, y'all. We'll be back in about maybe 15 minutes or so. Just gotta take a little break before our next flight, and we'll be on our way. All right. So stick with me, stay with me, continue to rock with me. We'll be headed out to Houston shortly, y'all.